Hello everybody, and welcome to the Marvel A to Z series here on the Richest Realm channel. In this series, we'll be looking at the characters throughout the Marvel Universe, looking into their powers, story history, allies, and enemies. There'll be some big names you've heard of, and some you may not, as well as some weird and wonderful creations throughout Marvel's history. I'm going to start off with a shout out to Marvel Boy 2099 and Iron Master for their comments on last week's video. And now let's get right into it with this week's episode, the letter N. Prince Namor is the son of a blue-skinned Atlantean princess and an American sea captain. He was raised in the underwater kingdom of Atlantis and grew up hating all surface dwellers. During World War II, Namor briefly sided with the Allies against the Axis powers and joined the super team known as the Invaders and Liberty Legion. After the war, Namor became a member of the All-Winners Squad, but returned to Atlantis after the squad disbanded in 1949. He returned to the surface world in the late 50s and encountered a man called Destiny, who removed his memories and sent him to New York, where he lived as a derelict. His memory was later restored by Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Namor turned against the human race when he learned the city of Atlantis had been destroyed in his absence. While travelling in the Arctic, Namor once stumbled upon an Inuit tribe who worshipped a figure frozen in the ice. In a fury, Namor hurled the figure into the sea. The ice melted to reveal Captain America, who was later picked up and revived by the Avengers. After repeatedly battling the Fantastic Four, Namor eventually made peace with them and is one of their greatest allies. Namor joined the X-Men whilst also ruling over the newly restored Atlantis. But when his rule became increasingly more dictatorial, rebels led by Namor helped Namor change his ways. Kurt Wagner is the son of the mutants Azazel and Mystique. Kurt was born in Bavaria, where Mystique had posed as an ordinary human and married a German-born Baron, Eric Wagner. The local village was horrified by Kurt's demon-like appearance. He had pointed ears, 3 fingers on each hand, 2 toes on each foot, and a tail. When pursued by a mob, Mystique threw Kurt down a waterfall. Azazel saved the baby, who was then raised by the sorceress Margali Zardos. Kurt grew up in a barren circus where Zardos was the fortune teller. The circus performers accepted Kurt as part of the family. With his great agility, Kurt became the circus's star acrobat and trapeze performer, with the audience believing that his inhuman appearance was merely a costume. However, when a Texas millionaire bought the circus, he wanted Kurt to be exhibited as a freak. Furious with this, Kurt left the circus. He later ran into an old circus friend, Stefan, who had become a serial killer, and during an altercation, Kurt accidentally killed him. Believing that Kurt was responsible for Stefan's previous murders, a mob would have killed him if Professor Xavier had not arrived to immobilize the crowd. Xavier recruited Kurt to his second team of X-Men, with Kurt taking the name Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler later became a founding member of Excalibur, but he returned to the X-Men after Excalibur disbanded. Nightcrawler seemingly died rescuing Hope Summers from Bastion, but later returned and rejoined the X-Men, teaching at the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning. And now it's that time where we look at a weird and wonderful creation from the Marvel Universe. And today, it's Nightmare. Nightmare is the ruler of the nightmare world in the dimension of dreams, where the life essence of humans are brought when they sleep. Nightmare monitors the collective unconsciousness of the humans and can manipulate the dreams of an individual, giving them nightmares to gain control of the person. Nightmare is the father of Dream Queen, Daydream, and Trauma. When a young Peter Parker was fishing with Uncle Ben, they were attacked by monsters. This was revealed to have been a nightmare. And later, as Peter began to fall asleep, Nightmare appeared and decided to feast on the young boy's dreams, until Stan Lee knocked him out with a tennis racket to the head. Nightmare has also plagued the Hulk with hallucinations and nightmares for many years. During the Skrulls' secret invasion, Hercules and the God Squad passed through Nightmare's realm to reach the realm of the Skrull Pantheon. Nightmare battled with them after he had angered them by feeding off of their fears in an attempt to gain enough power to take over the waking world. Amatsu Mikabushi once killed Nightmare to launch the Chaos War, but he has since returned. So that wraps up this video. Please hit that like button, and if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop me a comment of your favourite character starting with the letter N, and you might get a shout out in the next video.